Hey everyone, Leo Weston here, and welcome back to the Discipline Code. Today, we're diving into something that's absolutely crucial, especially in this crazy world we live in. Self-care. Now, I know what you're thinking, self-care. Isn't that just bubble baths and face masks? Well, sure, those are great, but there's so much more to it than that. Think about it. Ever felt like your brain is running on fumes? Like you're constantly wading through mental fog? You know that feeling when your to-do list seems a mile long, and you just can't seem to focus on anything? That, my friends, is a sign your self-care game needs a serious upgrade. Self-care isn't about being selfish. It's about giving yourself the resources you need to thrive mentally, emotionally, and physically. It's like taking care of your car. If you neglect regular maintenance, eventually it's going to break down. Same goes for our minds and bodies. And when we're running on empty, everything suffers. So, how do we prioritize self-care in a world that constantly demands our attention? That's what we're here to explore today. Here are 5 key takeaways to keep in mind. 1. Listen to your body. This one seems simple, but it's often overlooked. Pay attention to those little cues your body is sending you. Are you feeling exhausted? Stressed? Achy? These aren't just annoyances, they're signals that something needs to change. Remember, ignoring these signs is like putting off a medical checkup. It might seem easier in the moment, but it could lead to bigger problems down the road. Take time for rest, eat nourishing foods, and move your body in ways that feel good. It's not about punishing yourself or being overly restrictive, it's about finding balance and honoring your needs. 2. Practice mindfulness. Ever get caught up in that mental hamster wheel of thoughts? You know, the one where you're constantly worrying, planning, or replaying past events. Mindfulness is like hitting the pause button on that mental chatter. It's about bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. There are tons of ways to practice mindfulness: meditation, deep breathing exercises, even just taking a few minutes to truly savor your morning coffee. The key is to make it a regular habit, and over time, you'll find yourself feeling calmer, more focused, and better able to cope with stress. 3. Set boundaries. This one can be tough, but it's essential for protecting your mental space. Think of boundaries like fences around your well-being. They help define where you end and others begin. Saying no to commitments that drain you, setting limits on screen time, or creating dedicated me time are all examples of healthy boundaries. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own needs. In fact, it's necessary for your overall well-being. 4. Connect with others. We're social creatures, and human connection is vital for our mental health. Nurturing relationships with loved ones, engaging in meaningful conversations, and building a sense of community can provide us with support, laughter, and a sense of belonging. Don't underestimate the power of a good conversation or a shared experience. They can be incredibly healing and uplifting. 5. Embrace your uniqueness. This is a big one. In a world that often pressures us to conform, it's crucial to remember that your uniqueness is your superpower. Embrace your strengths, celebrate your quirks, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to self-care. Experiment with different strategies, find what works best for you, and don't be afraid to adjust your approach as needed. Now, let me give you a real-world example. Picture this. You're swamped with work deadlines, juggling family commitments, and feeling constantly overwhelmed. Your mind races, you struggle to focus, and you're on the verge of burnout. Sound familiar? Here's where self-care steps in. Maybe you need to prioritize a solid night's sleep, carve out time for a relaxing activity you enjoy, or simply disconnect from technology for a few hours. By incorporating these small acts of self-care into your routine, you can regain clarity, reduce stress, and ultimately perform better in all areas of your life. So, remember, taking care of yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's about investing in your well-being so you can show up as your best self in every aspect of your life. Think of this podcast episode as your daily dose of motivation and practical tips to level up your self-care game. Now, go out there and make today amazing. Don't forget to share this episode with someone who needs a little reminder about the importance of taking care of themselves. And if you have any thoughts or questions, hit me up on social media. I love hearing from you guys. Until next time, keep shining bright.
This podcast is created with the help of advanced AI to deliver thoughtful affirmations and positive messages just for you.